witnessed the most horrifying moment that happened in real life.
The Pennsylvania Turnpike, endless, dark, and lonely. For truckers, it's a lifeline by day, but at night, it's a different world. Shadows stretch across the asphalt and the trees seem to whisper secrets. This is the story of Ray Dillard, a veteran trucker who thought he'd seen it all. On a cold, wet night, Ray drove a familiar stretch, but something felt off. The road was empty, the air in his cab heavy. Rain blurred the world outside and the wiper's rhythm was the only sound. Ray fiddled with the CB radio, just static. No voices, no headlights behind him, just darkness. The loneliness pressed down, thicker than the fog. He told himself it was just the weather, just fatigue. But deep down, he knew something was wrong. The turnpike felt like it was holding its breath. Ray had the terrible feeling he was driving straight into something he couldn't escape. Near mile marker 197, Ray spotted a figure on the roadside. A man, standing motionless in the pouring rain, head bowed. Who would be out here in this weather, in the middle of nowhere? Ray's instincts screamed to keep driving, but he couldn't leave someone stranded. He slowed, pulled over, and opened the passenger door. "You need a ride?" he called out. The man didn't answer, just lifted his head, pale and exhausted. He climbed in silently, shutting out the rain but letting in a deep, chilling cold. The cab, once warm, turned icy. Ray cranked the heat but the cold only deepened. There was a smell, damp earth, wet leaves, freshly dug soil. Ray's fear grew. He realized he'd made a terrible mistake. Ray pulled back onto the turnpike. The silence in the cab was suffocating. The man stared straight ahead, unmoving, unspeaking. Ray tried to break the silence. "Rough night to be out," he said. No response. The man was like a statue. "Where you headed?" Still nothing. The cold grew worse. Ray could see his breath. The earthy smell intensified, like sitting beside an open grave. Mile after mile, the silence stretched. Ray's hands sweated on the wheel. He wanted the man gone, but fear kept him driving. The man's presence was a heavy, unnatural weight. Ray realized he was trapped in his own truck with something not quite human. Ray glanced at his passenger, still there. He looked away for a moment, then back. The seat was empty. The man had vanished without a sound. Ray slammed on the brakes, heart pounding. The passenger door was still locked, no sign of escape. The cold and the smell were gone. Ray grabbed his CB, hands shaking, and called for help. A state trooper arrived, listened to Ray's story without surprise. "You're not the first," the trooper said. "We get calls like this every few years, always the same story, the man in the flannel shirt." The trooper explained the legend. Decades ago, a man died on this stretch, some say a hitchhiker, others a stranded driver. Now his spirit haunts the road, always searching for a ride he can never finish. They call him the Turnpike Phantom. Ray was never the same. Nightmares haunted him, cold sweats, the smell of earth, the pale face in his dreams. He quit trucking, unable to face the road again. The next morning, cleaning out his cab, Ray found a muddy handprint on the passenger door. Proof he hadn't imagined it. So if you ever drive the Pennsylvania Turnpike late at night, beware near mile marker 197. If the air turns cold and the radio hisses, keep your eyes on the road. If you see a lonely figure in a flannel shirt, don't stop. Some passengers never reach their destination and they'll leave a mark you'll never forget.